ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
ओम ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति
मूर्तिभेद विभागिने
मूर्तिभेद विभागिने
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः।
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम्
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्।
ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्
व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीं अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीं अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भगवद्वेषिणीम्
अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भगवद्वेषिणीम्
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः
वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ते यं सामगाः ज्ञानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः
ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति योगिनः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
यस्यान्तन्न विदुसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः।
कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम्
कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम्
आस्थिता जनकादयः
आस्थिता जनकादयः
लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि
लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि
सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि
सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि
यद्यदाचरति श्रेष्ठः
यद्यदाचरति श्रेष्ठः
तत्तद्देवेतरो जनः
तत्तदेवेतरो जनः
स यत्प्रमाणं कुरुते
स यत्प्रमाणं कुरुते
लोकस्तदनुवर्तते
लोकस्तदनुवर्तते
न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यम्
न मे पार्थास्ति कर्तव्यम्
त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन
त्रिषु लोकेषु किञ्चन
नानवाप्तमवाप्तव्यम्
नानवाप्तमवाप्तव्यम्
वर्त एव च कर्मणि
वर्त एव च कर्मणि
From 20th verse, new topic has been started and the name is Loka Sangraha. And we have seen these 3 verses of Loka Sangraha. In first 20th verse, Bhagavan has said, even a great kings like Janaka, Ashwapati, all king, they have got liberation through karmana only, through action. They have got sansiddhi means liberation, having examined to all of them. Some passion, actually the meaning is having examined how the Janaka has lived is called some passion kartumarhasi. You ought to do your all action, your all responsibility, for which sake it says Loka Sangraham. The meaning of Loka Sangraha is a technical word we have seen, and meaning is Lok Sangraha, for upliftment of society, for well-being of society, and even to protect society for doing improper thing. It's called Loka Sangraha. You ought to do your all responsibility. Bhagavan has said. In next verse, Bhagavan has says how to live our life. And Bhagavan says, yat yat shreshtaha acharati. That also we have seen. Yat yat, whatever shreshtaha, the meaning of shreshtaha means important person in society. Yat yat acharati, whatever they perform, what they have lived, tat tat eva itara janaha. Other people, they always follow them. And we have seen at that time, after birth, all people are considered as a prakrutaha. The meaning of prakrutaha means according to the nature, what a person lives is called prakrutaha. If we have anger and we slap another person because out of anger, then we consider as a prakrutaha. If we have jealousy for another person and we lived our life with all jealousy, then we are prakruta. According to our prakruti, we live a life is prakrutaha. But being a human being, a person should live a life of Sanskrita. The meaning of Sanskrita is not really speaking a language, but meaning of Sanskrita means a well-refined personality. Krut, well done. Sam means well, proper, well prepared is called Sanskrita. A person should be converted from Prakruta to Sanskrita. And how can all small child can convert from Prakruta to Sanskrita? Then Bhagavan has said, I have given 3 options. First option Bhagavan has given is a Veda. Having studied Veda, in Veda everything is given, what to be do, what not to be do. That everything is given. So first option Bhagavan has given is a Veda. You study Veda and follow Veda, then you can become a Sanskrit Purusha. Well-refined personality. Second option Bhagavan has given is called Smriti. Means all 18 Puranas, even Mahabharata, Ramayana are considered as a Smriti Grantha. You studied Smriti Grantha and you become from Prakrit to Sanskrit. Both Veda is highly voluminous book. Even one Veda cannot be finished in 1 year. So how can person follow Veda? How can person study Veda? Then another option also, 18 Puranas. Mahabharata is 1 lakh verses. Even Ramayana is big. How can person follow all Smriti Grantha? Then third option Bhagavan is given is called Shishtaha. The meaning of Shishtaha means one who is already Sanskrita. One who knows how to live a life. That person is called Shishtaha. And it is a live example of Sanskrita. Is a live example of to live a proper life. If person follow this Shishta, then automatically that person become a Sanskrit Purusha. Then we may have question, who are the Shishtas in our society? Then same scripture says, first Shishta in our life is mother. Our mother, Mata, considered as a Shishta because it's very tender age. Child doesn't speak, but child can follow everything. Child can observe everything. If mother is doing everything properly, then same child will follow mother and that child will do everything properly. So first Shishta in our life is mother. Second, consider as a father. Imitation, always child, if you give advice, the person never follow advice. But if person live a life properly, then other person can follow. So father, if you always speak truth, then child also speak truth. But sometimes father says, you tell in phone, I am not available in the home. Then son knows how to speak a lie. So another Shishtaha in society is father. Third is a teacher, from where we are studying everything. And fourth one, Shishtaha, is called all important person in society. Maybe spiritual leaders, maybe politician, maybe all type of sports, because each and every person has different type of mind. They always see the important of even all actor, actress, consider as a Shishta because they have good name, position in society, and people will follow them. So it's called Shishtaha, and this Shishtaha called Shreshtaha. If Shishta are not good, if in society one who has name, position, they are not following properly, then other people who are following them, they are also not a good person. That's why in Loka Sangraha, Shishta is very much important. That's why Bhagavan has said, Yad Yad Acharati Shreshtaha. whatever an important person performs, acharati, tat tat itara janaha. Same thing will followed by other people. Itaraha means other, janaha means people. Because they don't have time to think what is proper, improper, what is good, what is not good. They will. And sa yet pramanam kurute. Whatever they set as an example. Pramanam means not like a Veda is pramanam, but here the meaning of pramanam means whatever they set as an example is only correct. Is called pramanam, lokaha tadanuvartate. And people follows whatever is done by this Shreshtaha, is considered as a pramanam, proper, and that people will follow. Pramanam kurute. And Bhagwan, in next verse, he has not given any example of Shishta Purusha in society, but Bhagwan has given himself as an example. And in 22nd verse, Bhagwan says, Name parthasti kartavyam. Bhagwan says, Kartavyam me kartavyam nasti. I have not to be done any responsibility Trishu lokeshu, in these whole three words, in not in even Mother Earth, even Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suvaha. Because in Gayatri we says, Om Bhurbhuva Suvaha. Bhuhu means Earth, Mother Earth. Bhuvaha means in between space. And Bhuvaha we consider as a Svargalok. Is considered Trishu lokeshu. Bhagwan says, Mama kartavyam trishu lokeshu nasti. I don't have any responsibilities in three words. And na anavaptam, na avaptam, avaptavyam. Here, na. Anavaptavyam means not to be gained. Avaptavyam, gained. Bhagwan says in whole world. Not in whole world, let me say in whole universe, I don't have yet to be gained. Because I am everything, what should I need? It's called anavaptam, anavaptam avaptavyam na. Still, Bhagwan says, varta evacha karmani. Still, I am active in my life. I am engaged in my all type of action. That much we have seen. Now, Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana. Na anavaptam avaptavyam, not yet to begin. The meaning is whatever I have to begin, not to begin, because everything is gained by me. And why Bhagwan has gained everything? So I have said last time, Bhagwan has three virtues in full measure, 100%, then what need to be gained? Because Bhagwan has Viryam, Yashas, Shriyaha, Gnana Vairagyaha, Aishwaryam. Bhagwan has overlordship, Bhagwan has all type of Viryam. Samagram, we have seen the meaning of Samagram means 100%. We all have little bit virtues, all bhagas, but maybe 40%, 20%, according to our personality. But Bhagwan is Samagra. Samagra means in full measure, we can say 100%. Overlordship, Viryam means valor, courage. Bhagwan has Yashas, fame, prosperity, all knowledge, omniscient, omnipotent, whatever is Bhagwan has everything. So what need to be gained? Bhagwan says, still aham varta eva cha karmani. Karmani eva varte. Still I am engaged in life, all in action only. Now Bhagwan says, if I am not engaged in action, then what will happen? Then Bhagwan says, now we are in 23rd. Yadi hyaham na varteyam jatu karmanya tandritaha mama vartmanu vartante Manushya partha sarvashah. Yadi, the meaning of yadi is if. Aham na varteyam. If I would not be engaged in karmani. Jhatu means ever. If ever I would not engage in karma, in which way? Bhagavan says atandritaha. Tandra means laziness, negligence. Atandritaha. Without any negligence, without any laziness, I always engage ever in my action. If I won't engage, then what will happen? Bhagavan says, Mama Vartma. The Mama Vartma means, here the meaning of Vartma means path, my lifestyle. Mama Vartma means my lifestyle. Manushyaha anuvartante. All human beings, they will follow sarvashaha. In every way, all people will follow my lifestyle. If Krishna is living such lifestyle, then I should also live in such a lifestyle. That's why Bhagavan is given himself as an example. The advaya of this verse is yadi he jhatu. Yadi means if he means because, jhatu means ever. Aham atandrita hasan. Atandrita means without any laziness, tirelessly na varteyam. If I were not engaged, then what will happen? Manushyaha, all human beings, mama vartma, my path, sarvashaha, in all way, anuvartante, they will follow. And which type of path they will avartante? That I have given one example. What is the meaning of atandritaha? How Bhagavan has worked tirelessly in whole life. So when Bhagavan has born, then immediately there are many demons have come to kill him. Bhagavan start killing all of them tirelessly, starting from Putana. There are many demons have come. Then Bhagavan has shifted to Mathura. Suddenly some person has come and asked Bhagavan Krishna, now you are not son of this Yashoda. You are a son of Vasudeva and Devaki. You should come to Mathura. Without saying no, he shifted to Mathura. And they say you study all Vedas. He went to Sandipani. He went for study Atandrita son. Again he moved to Dwarika, Atandrita son. He need not to engage in Mahabharata war because it is fight between two cousins. There is no need of Krishna. Still, Bhagavan says, Atandrita son, I has engaged. And what type of duty Bhagavan has accepted? Very considers lowly. They become a driver in nowadays considered lowly. Bhagavan became a Sarathi. It's called Atandritaha. Even somebody has said thief. He's choraha to Krishna Bhagavan because he has stolen. Somebody said, Swayam tak jail. Atandrita son, Bhagavan has proven, I am not a thief. Even at the end, Uddhava asked to teach him. Bhagavan has said Uddhava Gita. Even before going to his own loka, that Jara hunter, Bhagavan has sent him to Swarga. Who will do like this? It's called Atandrita. Tirelessly, Bhagavan is keep on busy himself from one activity to another activity. It's called Atandrita. Because everybody is watching Krishna, how Krishna is living. If Krishna is not living properly, then other people won't live properly. Because Krishna Bhagavan is proving Loka Sangraha, himself as a Loka Sangraha. And Bhagavan says, Manushyaha mama vartma. All beings is like a sheep, you know. They sheep follow each another sheep blindly. They never say that sheep is going in the pit. Another sheep also going in the pit. Same way here people also, they have no time to think what is proper, what is improper. There is a traditional line in Sanskritam, it says, Gatanugatikaha lokaha na lokaha parmarthikaha. Lokaha means people, Gata, no, na, here Gata plus Anugatikaha. Gataha means what is past. The people follow Anugatika. What has passed, people follow same thing. Because they don't have time. Anugatikaha, Gata means what is past. Anugatikaha lokaha. Gatanugatikaha lokaha. Lokaha na parmarthikaha. They never follow what is absolute. Because they don't have time what is truth, what is false. Because they always is busy. You know, there is a one story. I don't know whether it is right or not. But when Bhagwan Brahmaji has created all human beings, they asked to chant Vedas. Three Veda. Three Veda means, let me write with this. Samveda. I am writing because it is very, how much we are busy, atandrita. Samveda, then Rugveda. Last one is Yajurveda, Yajus. Brahmaji has asked all people, you change these Vedas. Then people says, they have started chanting for some time. Again, they went back to Brahmaji. They say, we are very busy. We don't have time to chant such all, you know, hymns of Samveda, Rajurveda. You give some short, so we can chant easily. Then Bhagwan Brahmaji has given Om Bhurbhuva Svaha Gayatri Mantra. You please chant Gayatri Mantra. So, Om Bhurbhuva Svaha Tat Savitur Varenyam. Here it's Tat Savitur Varenyam. Then Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, it will come here. And Jivo Yona Prachodayat. So all three lines is representative of three Vedas. They say, you please chant this Gayatri Mantra, it will be okay. As good as you have chanted three Vedas. For some time, people have chanted. Again, they are tired. You know, they are very busy in laptop, very busy in computer, very busy and they went back and asked Brahmaji, we are very busy. We cannot chant Gayatri Mantra. Then again, Brahmaji has given short form of these three, and they say, you just chant Bhuhu. Here, Bhuvaha. Actually, first Rugved come. I have written differently. That's why I am written in different way. Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, and Suvaha. So this Bhuhu, Bhuva, Suvaha will cover Gayatri Mantra, and Gayatri Mantra will cover all Veda. They who start chanting Bhuva, Bhuva, Suvaha for some time, again they are tired. They say, it is too much for us. Give some still short so we can chant easily. Then Bhagavan says, Brahmaji, you chant a Bhuhu is representative of a, Bhuvaha is U, and Suvaha The combination A, Uma is Om. So this Om considered as a representative of all Vyahrutis, Bhu, Suvaha. This Vyahruti is Bhu, Saha is called Vyahruti in technical language, is representative of Gayatri Mantra, and Gayatri Mantra is representative of Veda. Because we don't have time, same way Bhagavan says, if I have not worked tirelessly, then again people will follow me. Because generally people, Gatanugatikaha, they have no time, just they follow me blindly. Sarvashaha, The meaning of Sarvashaha means in all way. So I have just given an example. If Krishna would have said to Yashoda, why should I go to graze the cows? I don't like to take cows to graze them. They can say no. If Bhagwan says no, then everybody will say, if Bhagwan is not going to graze a cow, why should I? The same way, if Bhagwan says, how can I accept now Vasudev Devaki as a parents? My original parents are Yashoda. If Bhagwan would say, so nowadays people can also say. If Bhagwan says, why should I fight in Mahabharata battle? Nobody is me. Because all are cousins or, but still, every step Bhagwan has helped to each and every person. Bhagwan has accepted both parents. Same way, people will follow. If Bhagwan is following everything, then people will follow them. Anuvartate. Anuvartate means follow. That's why Bhagwan is doing tirelessly everything. Otherwise, what is the need to do everything? I have given that Rameshwaram example, if you remember. So I don't want to repeat. And now Bhagavan says, if I want to do, then I will be the author of Sankarasya. What Arjuna said in first chapter. So in 24th verse, Bhagavan says, Utsideyurive lokaha nakuryam karma chedaham sankarasya cha kartasyam upahanyami prajaha ime lokaha utsideyuhu. Our utsideyuhu means iyuhu. The meaning of Bhagavan says, na kuryam karma ched aham. The first is aham karmam na kuryam ched. If I will not do any action, then what will happen to ime lokaha utsideyuhu? I will be these all people. Ime lokaha means all these people. Utsideyuhu is like they are perished. In which meaning of perish, it's not they are just killed. The meaning of perish means in spite of having human birth, they are not taking advantage of human birth. It's called Utsideyu. There are many shepherd colonies. There are species here. They don't know why they are living, just they are living without any purpose. It's called Utsideyu. And Bhagavan says, Aham Sankarasya Kartasyam. I would become an author of Sankara. The meaning of Sankar means confused. I will be an author of Sankarasya, and again, Ima Prajaha Upahanyam. I would destroy this Prajaha, Imaha. These people I would destroy if I not follow. They won't follow me properly. This is the meaning. Now, what is the Anvaya? So Bhagavan firstly says, Aham karmana kuryam chet. Aham means I, karmana kuryam. If I would not do any action, chet, then ima lokaha utsideyuhu. These all people would be perished. And if they will perish, then aham sankarasya kartasya. I would become an author of confused society. And this confused society considered as upahanyam. Ima prajaha upahanyam. All these people will be destroyed, would be destroyed. Sankarasya kartasya. That we have seen Sankara. But still we will sing. Why Bhagavan says this, that I have written, Aham karmana kuryam chet. If I were not to perform any action, then ime lokaha means these people would perish. But in which sense people will perish? Then in society there are two types of people. One will call highly subjective and another is called highly objective. Subjective people in society are more, and in society objective people are very few, very less. These subjective people are always selfish. They always work for themselves, while these objective are very less and they always ready to help others. These subjective people are considered as insane people. They are not good people. They are objective people, we can say they are sane people. Subjective people, they are not ready to help anyone. They are objective people. They are ready to help others. Now, if Bhagwan, Krishna Bhagwan, if they are live life of such people, subjective, then more generally people will follow only Krishna only. And if they follow Krishna, then it's considered as a Utsi. They live for themselves only. They never take people in their eyes. They always, person's family are good. There is no need to help others. Such family are considered as a subjective. And Bhagwan lives such a life that all people will blindly follow whom? Krishna only. That's why Bhagwan says, Utsideyu. If person is not living a life of contributor, then it's considered as a Utsideyu. That's why Pujya Swamiji has brought our consumer should convert into contributor. Consumer, if people, human beings living, then what is the meaning of human birth? Because the human life is nothing to evolve only, to evolve emotionally, to evolve by helping others. If person won't do, they consider as a Utsideyu. Utsid means perish. Utsanam, Utsadanam. That's why Bhagwan says, if I won't follow, another I have written, Krishna's whole life for childhood, Bhagwan has given his life to cowboys. At young age, Bhagwan has given his life to Pandavas. Bhagwan has participated in Rajasuya Yagna. If we remember, Bhagwan has even picked up eaten dishes of all people. He never has shamed. How can I pick up the eaten dishes? Even in Mahabharata, he washed horses. Even they say, when Arjuna was used to sleep in the night, Bhagwan was given massage to horses. Because at those times, only horse is a vehicle through where they can go from one place to another place. Even horses can be tired, no? So Krishna always giving massage in the night to horses when this Arjuna was sleeping. So that's why Bhagwan says, Atandrita Hasan, I keep on doing. So Mahabharata, even he has given life in Dwarika for Yadavas. He never lived for himself. He loves to live in Gokul Mathura. He never lives. He has done what to be done. He never follow what he likes. What to be done, he always follow. That's why Bhagwan says, if I follow what to be done, so people will also follow me. If I won't do, then I will be Utsideyu. I consider as a author of our confused people. Sankarasya cha kartasya. The meaning of Sankara means the author of confusion. People sometimes Sankar word taken wrongly, but really speaking, the meaning of Sankara is confused. And which type of confuse, I have written. Confusion can be at dharma level. What to be done, what is right, what is wrong, we don't know. But we look at the Krishna, what is Krishna is doing right, then we can follow. So confusion can be at dharma level, confusion can be at varna level. The meaning of varna means, we used to say Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. And people in general, they think Varna is by birth. But really speaking, it's given, Varna is not by birth. The Varna is Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. According to which type of Guna we have, which type of activity we like, then only Varna. So we can be confused according to Varna. We can be confused according to Kula. From which Kula? They say in Brahmana there is many Kula. Kula, I think in Kshatriya, they say, we know Bharata Vanshaj, Bharata Kula. Even we say Ravana is from Pulasya Vrishi Vanshaj. Pulasya is a very great sage. But even Brahmana, our Ravana, even he is a lineage of Pulasya Rishi, he has confusion. So Ravana considered as a Kulasankara. People have also confusion at a language level also. In Japan, people are very sure that we will use only our language. That's why they have never confusion. Which language is proper? They always follow Japanese. But in other, consider as in India, they consider if person is speaking English, then it's fine. It is not like that. It's if person thinks like this, it's called confusion with reference to language. Even confusion with reference to food. Which type of food is satvika? Which type of food is good? We can have even a vesha. Vesha means which type of dress. Maybe confusion. All way we have confusion, Bhagavan says, if I not follow properly a life which to be I have to live, then I will be a Sankarasya Kartasya. I would be a author of confusion. That's what I said. Bhagavan says, what I have written, no? What Bhagavan Krishna has done a duty, so Bhagavan has done a duty as a cowboy. Bhagavan has done duty proper as a son. Bhagavan has done his duty as a driver of chariot. Bhagavan has done duty as a king, as a friend for Sudama. Even Bhagavan has done a duty for husband. Even Bhagavan has accepted all type of curse given by Gandhari. He never argue why this type of curse. Whatever comes, if we examine Krishna's life, we can understand Bhagavan has followed each and every karma properly. So if we follow Krishna, we will become a Manushya. Otherwise, in spite of Manushya, we consider as a Upahanya. Utsideyuhu. We would be perished. We don't know what is the meaning of life. It's called Utsideyuhu. And that's why I have quoted one line which is in only 3rd chapter. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jhatu tishtati akarmakrut. Not a single person can stand even without, for a moment, without doing any activity. So being human being, we have to do karma, only we should know what karma we should do. That's why akarmakrut, Bhagavan remain atandritaha, and Bhagavan says, I always engage in proper action. That's why people can also mama vartma. If I don't live a such life, then I consider as the author of whole confused people. Sankarasya kartasya upahanya imav praja. So here upahanya considered as the upalakshana of antaha. Really speaking, upahanya is not literally killing, but upahanya is like krupana. Krupana, the meaning is, I always say, is greedy. The which type of greedy, even having a life of human, we are not using a human birth life. Same way, upahanya also, in spite of having this good body of human being, we are not using human body properly. It's called upahanya. That's why Bhagavan says, I am also Shreshtaha in whole universe. That's why I'm living a proper life. If I want to live a proper life, then I consider as a people of confused. So that's why I continuously doing all my duty tirelessly. Suppose Bhagavan says, because Arjuna says, why should I do? I am already Gnani. So Bhagavan says, even you are Gnani, still you have to perform your action, not for yourself, for society. This is the last verse, I think, for regarding Loka Sangraha. Then another topic will come. Sakta karmanya vidvamsaha yatha kurvanti bharata puryad vidvans tatha saktaha chikirshur loka sangraham. There are many sandhis. Shall we directly we can go to Anvayaha. Bhagavan says, Bharata yatha karmani saktaha. There are many people who are interested in karma. And if they are interested in karma, not only karma, they are also, here sakta means attached. They are attached to karma plus karma phala. Whenever people are attached to karma, immediately they are also connected to karma phala also. Without karma phala, nobody will perform karma. That's why people are attached to karma in karma phala. Which type of people? The Bhagavan says, avidvamsaha. The meaning of avidvamsaha means a people who don't have self-knowledge. It's called avidvamsaha. They always different type of action kurvanti. They perform different type of action same way. Tatha vidvan asaktaha. These people, in first line, people are saktaha. Here people are asaktaha. There are people are attached. Here people are not asaktaha. Here it is asaktaha. Asaktaha meaning they are not attached. Here the meaning of vidvan is one who has self-knowledge. Atmagnani, Loka Sangraham, for the sake of people, for the upliftment of society, Chikirshuhu Puryat Karma. That people, that person should do karma for the sake of Loka, for the sake of society. Here the one word Chikirshu has come. The meaning of Chikirshu means Kartum Ichuhu, like Jigyasu. Gyatum Ichuhu. Same way, Mumukshu. Moktum Ichuhu. Same way, here Chikirshuhu. The meaning of Chikirshuhu means Kartum Ichuhu. So before this verse, Shankaracharya ji has written a nice line of Bhashyam. So I have written this line. Bhagavan, he says, Shankaracharya ji, if Arjuna thinks, Yadi Punaha, again if Arjuna thinks, Ahamiva, like Bhagavan says, like me, like you, means Tvam means Arjuna, like you, who consider Krutartha Buddhi. If you think I have fulfillment, I have done everything, and even Anya Atmavid, another one who has self-knowledge, such person, they don't have any to be done responsibility. So he says, Kartavya Abhave Api. They don't have even responsibility to be done, abhava, absence of any responsibility, but para anugraha, for the sake of others. Kartavya iti. That such person also should do to do good for others. Even there is no need of any responsibility. Because when Atmagnanam, when self-knowledge we have, then we think I am everything. I need not to do anything. But still, in spite of knowing everything, Bhagavan says, Even learned Atmagyani has do everything for whom? Lokasanga. For the sake of people, to keep one example in society. Chikitshu, if you desire, you should do. Like people who are not Atmagyani, they are keep on doing karma, attached to the karma, same way. Wise people are one who has a self-knowledge. They have to perform their own action like what? Asakta, without being unattached. But still, you have to continue karma because people always have their eyes on Gnani. That's why only. Bhagavan has said Arjuna is a Bharata. The meaning of Bharata, one meaning is, he is a lineage of King Bharata. That's why Arjuna is called Bharata. But Shankaracharya ji has given another meaning. He says the meaning of Bha in Sanskrita is called Prakasha, is always brightness. And brightness considered as a self-knowledge, Brahma Vidya. So the meaning of Bharat means Bhayayam Brahma Vidyayam Ramanti Yaha Sah Bharata. One who revels in self-knowledge is called Bharata. So Bhagavan has addressed Arjuna in two ways. Either if Arjuna thinks, because I have already studied second chapter, I am self-knowledge. Then Bhagavan says, you are Bharat. If Arjuna says, I don't have self-knowledge, then Bhagavan says, you are a lineage of King Bharata. In both ways, you are Bharata. He says, oh Arjuna, you Bharata. And he says, Avidvamsaha. The meaning of Avidvamsaha means are people who have not a self-knowledge. Such people are always karmani saktaha. They are always attached to karma. Not only karma, but even karma phala also. So, always people are attached to karma plus karma phala, and that's why kurvanti. That's why they perform different actions. Same way, tatha, Bhagavan says, so too. Same way, vidvan asakta san. Vidvan means atmagyani, a self-knowledge person being not attached with karma. Here, the meaning difference is, here, karmani saktaha, and here, they are not asaktaha. They are attached to karma. Here, they are not attached to karma. But still, they have to do karma, for which sake, loka sangraham chikinshuhu. For the desire to do for the social well-being. I have written here, chikinshuhu means kartumichuhu. Like moktumichuhu, mukshuhu. Bhoktumichuhu, bubukshuhu. Same way, kartumichuhu, chikinshuhu. When we will go in advance, so in Sanskritam, then how cha will come? Ka become cha, choho kuhu. There is a one sutra in Panini language. Kaha become cha. That's why it become chikinshuhu. Kartumichuhu. So the meaning of people, there are two types of people. So I have given another example. Rama, Bhagavan Rama. Even we take Bhagavan Rama. If Kaikeyi has asked Rama, no, I send you for 14 years forest. Rama can say, who are you to ask me to go forest? But Bhagavan has accepted because you are my mother. If Bhagavan has accepted the lesson, the moral of story, if Rama is accepted his mother's whatever agya, we have to follow whatever mother say. Even Krishna need not to become charioteer, but still being inferior work, Bhagavan is become a driver. So if Bhagavan is doing inferior work, there is a no karma is inferior. Action less is inferior, but who is doing karma is never inferior. Even Bhagavan has picked up what I have written, eaten dishes. If you remember, no, everybody, all people are there to do their job in Rajasuya. That big yaga is performed by Yudhishthira, but nobody was there to pick up the dish. Then Bhagavan says, myself and Rukmani both will pick up the eaten dish. So both husband and wife have picked up eaten dish to show that again every karma is superior only. Same way, Gandhari has given a curse to Krishna, like my whole sons are killed, same way your all son will be killed. So yeah, but still Krishna never asked why you are giving me this such curse. He has accepted. If you remember, there is a one story of Yagyavalkya is coming in Brihadaranyaka. Yagyavalkya has two wives, one Katyayani and other's name was Maitreyi. Yagyavalkya has decided to become a sannyasi. So he has given his wealth divided in both wives. So one has accepted. What you have given me, I am satisfied. But Maitreyi asked, what you have given me wealth, and from this wealth, I will gain what you are going to gain in the sannyasa life. Then Yagyavalkya says, no. Then Maitreyi asks, you teach me. Yagyavalkya said, why should I teach? Because I would like to take sannyas. Then Yagyavalkya says, no, okay. Now I become your teacher, you become my student. Then he teaches everything. Yagyavalkya said, why should I teach? So in everywhere, when we see many stories of Purana, many stories even Ramayana, Mahabharata, we say there are many morals of stories are there. All stories for which purpose? To show us even Vidvanaha son, even being Atmagyani also, people are doing karma for which sake? Loka Sangraha. They need not to do anything. Even Rama need not to do anything. Even Krishna need not to do anything. Even many rishis need not to do anything. But still, they keep on performing their karma for which sake? For society only. To lead them a good, to show them a good path, to show them how to live a proper life. Only for that sake, many sages, many rishis, even all avtaras, they are keep on engage themselves in different type of karma. This is the called Loka Sangraha. Loka Sangraha means not for one sake, but Loka Sangraha means from society's sake. Whether we are Jnani, whether we are Agyani, but still we have to perform all action for the sake. All action means all good, proper action for the sake of society. This is called Loka Sangraha. So here, this one topic, Loka Sangraha, will over. Then Bhagavan will say another topic. Next verse is very beautiful. Then Bhagavan will say, don't force anybody. Whatever they like, they should follow. That we will see next year. Na buddhi bhedam janayet agyanam karma sangina joshayet sarva karmani vidvan yukta samacharan. But here, this topic is over. Chikirshu Loka Sangram, which will start from 20th verse. So 20th to 25th verse is dedicated to Loka Sangram. So here one topic is over. This topic is very beautiful. We should not force to anyone. Now, no, you become a sannyasi. We should not force anyone. Now, this only spiritual activity is good. Don't do anything. Whatever they like, let them do. Eventually, they will grow. They will come to spirituality. But we should not force anyone. It will we'll see next week. Any question? 1 minute. Yeah,
it's it's really interesting. Juan Carlos and I met these two people without any necessity to do karma because they are free, but they do a work for the society. So they don't have any human necessity. They don't have any human condition. They are more than the human, but they do the karma for the good of other people, and they have to be detached, but completely and fully committed with the karma.
Yeah.
So it's a powerful combination because not anyone can do something like that.
Even Shankaracharya, just now this thought came in my mind. Shankaracharya need not to write any version. Why should he write? But he has written for our sake only, for all people only. And this version is right now helpful to us. Still, they are helpful to us. Otherwise, he is Atmagyan. He said, why should I write? But still, he engaged himself in writing only. That's why need not to go inside the forest and sit in the cave. We should continue what to be done.
That's why they, excuse me, Swamiji, that's why they say, do a lot of purta karma, no? You lose all your ego completely. There is nothing, you just lose the individuality and also no position, no assumptions, nothing, as you give all good examples. Like whether you're Jnani or not, you have to do that. That doesn't matter. It's very interesting when you explain the Bharata word. Like just because he has gone through second chapter, suddenly he becomes, intellectually Jnani. Doesn't really matter. Like you still have to do what has to be done.
Yeah.
He just have to give the notion of doing, but do what is required.
Any questions?
It's very interesting.
Even Swamiji, like I remember Swami Vivekananda when he went to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he said, I just want to immerse myself in the bliss of the Atman. And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, you are so petty-minded. You only look for your own happiness. You should be bigger than that. And he pushed him to work for Loka Sangraha. And so that is why Swamiji Vivekananda came up with the slogan that Atmano Mokshartam Jagat Hitaya Cha as a slogan for Ramakrishna Mission.
It's very interesting, Swamiji. Some people are naturally disposed to doing little things or just doing.
Right.
And some people who think they are
माँ कोई छे